From exclusive palaces in the sky, down to diamond collection of encrusted cars and motorcycle, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, the Saudi royal family sure knows how to travel in style. With a net worth of almost $2 trillion, these Arab billionaires live at the very epitome of luxury and experience daily what you and I can only dream of. This is how these Arab royal billionaires travel. Welcome to Highest Luxury, the home of the billionaires. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe, and I know you can do that in less than 5 seconds. Thanks for doing that for me. Alright, let's get started. Mohammed bin Salman. This guy is the most famous and the most controversial figure in all of Saudi Arabia. He is popularly known as MBS, or Prince Mohammed bin Salman. He is the crown prince and the prime minister of Saudi Arabia, next in line to be king. He has a net worth of $18 billion, and a lifestyle to match, being at the very top of the 1%. Means that the prince literally has access to a never-ending supply of money. Apart from being one of the most politically powerful people on the planet, Prince Mohammed bin Salman is also the chairman of the PIF, or the Public Investment Fund. The Public Investment Fund is the sovereign wealth fund of Saudi Arabia, and contains assets worth over $620 billion. This fund is among the largest sovereign funds in the world, and our billionaire prince has been in control of it for almost a decade now. How does the prince spend all this money? Well, let's look at his car collection. After all rich people have cool cars, right? Well, not Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And if you're as rich as him, you will need something that's a little bit extra. And if everyone else is buying fast Lamborghinis, how will your Lamborghini stand out? I guess the answer to that should be gold. Every car that Prince Mohammed bin Salman owns is adorned with gold, and trust me, the cars he buys aren't anything short of impressive. His fastest car is the Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport. This car is worth over $12.5 million, and showcases speeds up to 360 kilometers per hour with the roof down, and 407 kilometers per hour with the roof up. It's fast, it's beautiful, and like everything else that the prince owns, it's expensive. As for acceleration, the Grand Sport is one of the fastest street legal cars in the world, capable of going from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just under 2.7 seconds. With its acceleration that high, the gold-plated Grand Sport just narrowly wins the race when placed side by side with the prince's second fastest car. The Lamborghini Aventador SVJ, gold-plated just like its competition, the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ is worth more than $8 million. It has an acceleration of 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.8 seconds. The Lamborghini Aventador lost to the Bugatti Veyron Grand Sport by less than 1/10 of a second. Taking a look under the hood, the Lamborghini is a total beast, displaying a top speed of over 350 kilometers per hour, or 217 miles per hour, with a V12 engine, capable of producing 800 horsepower of force. The prince's car collection did not end here, totaling over $36 million. His cars includes a Range Rover, a Bentley Continental Flying Spur, a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, a Mercedes G63 6x6 truck, and yes, they're all coated in gold, both outside and inside. The prince really did try his best to fit as much gold as possible in all his cars. Even the seats are embroidered with a gold finish. Okay, so maybe you're not a car guy, maybe you're someone who's more into the same. After all, who doesn't love a nice walk on the beach? Well, that's exactly what the prince thought when he bought not one but 2 luxury mega yachts. You could never be too safe when buying a luxury yacht. It's best to keep a spare. MBS bought his first mega yacht Pegasus in 2014. This $120 million mega yacht features a 39-foot swimming pool, a helipad, a golf driving range, and even a children's play area. The 255 yacht also has space for up to 12 guests and a crew of 26, while also showcasing a party deck with 2 bars, a dance floor, a grand piano, a barbecue, and a 1,000-bottle tequila cellar. Built in 2003, the vessel has a top cruising speed of 16 knots, and was built by the Royal Den Shop, a Danish company, before it was bought by a Californian investor, Ronald Tudor, until finally being sold to Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The Pegasus yacht was the prince's first yacht, and ignited in him a love for sailing vessels, which compelled him to buy the Serene mega yacht, a true masterpiece. This beauty stands tall at 18.5 meters, or 60 feet, and is one of the top 10 largest yachts in the world, with an overall length of 134 meters, or 439 feet. During a vacation in the south of France, Prince Mohammed bin Salman bought the Serene yacht from Russian billionaire Yuri Shefler for about $500 million. This iconic sailing vessel was built in 2011 by the Italian shipyard Fincantieri, with the exterior design work being done by Espinoi, now one of the world's top yacht designers. Exact details about the interior of this yacht aren't publicly available. However, Paul Ashton, the editor of Super Yacht World, said the interior is a closely guarded secret, as is often the case with the very private yachts at the top end. But it is the work of Raymond Langtat, who is one of the most exclusive design teams in the world, so it will be a breathtaking. Some details about the interior amenities have been leaked, and this yacht impressive Serene features an internal seawater pool, complete with a jet stream swimming pool, and even an underwater viewing room called the Nemo Room. One of these pools can even be converted to a helipad if needed, giving this yacht a total of 2 helipads, along with an underwater compartment for a submarine, designed to be as comfortable as possible. This work of art comes with an owner's suite featuring a double cabin, a built-in private swimming platform, and a private lift. In addition to all this, 12 top-of-the-line luxury cabins have been constructed to accommodate 24 guests in the vessel. All this sounds great, but is this all that you're going to get for $500 million? No, it's not. The Serene yacht is equipped with almost every amenity imaginable, including a dance floor, a hot and cold spa, a snow room, 3 dedicated playing rooms for children, fitted with climbing walls, playstations, and boxes. And finally, the star of the show, a $450 million painting. Hanging on the luxurious walls of the Serene yacht is the world's most expensive painting, Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, purchased for almost $500 million in 2017. The 500-year-old painting is the last painting ever made by Leonardo da Vinci, making the sign of the cross with his hand. The Serene yacht is so impressive that even world-famous billionaires have rented it. Reportedly, Bill Gates chartered the Serene yacht for his vacation in Porto Cervo, Sardinia in August 2014, for an estimated sum of $9 million a week. Saudi Prince Al Walid bin Talal. Well, when you are a prince, gold-plated cars are impressive, but when you're the nephew of the king and owner of an $18 billion investment company, you need something a little extra, and that's where Saudi Prince Al Walid bin Talal's diamond-encrusted cars will step in. Yes, you heard that right, diamond-encrusted cars. Saudi Prince Al Walid bin Talal's is believed to have a net worth of $18 billion. But wait a minute, did he spend it right? Well, his car collection includes over 100 expensive cars, including Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys, and a couple of Rolls-Royces. By far, the most expensive of these cars, however, is the diamond-studded Rolls-Royce, rumored to be worth over $4.8 million. This extravagant car is adorned with 100,000 diamonds, but as wild as this purchase is, it's nowhere near the most outrageous thing that Prince Al Walid bin Talal has spent his money on. That award instead goes to the most outrageous thing that Prince Al Walid bin Talal has in his collection. Meanwhile, the Prince Airbus A380 is the largest commercial aircraft in the world. The Airbus A380 is as tall as a 7-story building, with each of its big wings being large enough to hold 70 cars overall. This magnificent aircraft is 72 meters long and 24 meters high, with a wingspan spanning over 80 meters, a monster in the sky. The Airbus A380 has a maximum range of 15,700 kilometers and can reach a top speed of 1,020 kilometers per hour, while simultaneously, this plane will be able to maintain heights of 43,028 feet, capable of carrying 800 passengers at the same time. This plane is powered by a Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engine, which consists of 4 separate engines, all of which are capable of producing up to 70,000 pounds of thrust in total. The thrust produced by the Rolls-Royce Trent 900 engine is equivalent to the thrust produced by 14,000 cars leaving even the presidential Air Force One. Behind the Airbus A380, aptly nicknamed the Flying Palace by Prince Al Walid bin Talal, is nothing short of what's the very best money can provide. The prince placed an order for the plane during the 2007 Dubai Air Show, after which a customized version of the plane was created. This custom version includes everything a prince might need when he is in the sky, including a private stadium, a sauna, an entertainment room, a relaxation room, and even a Turkish bath. There were rumors that the prayer room installed for Prince Al-Walid had prayer mats that automatically turned to Kaaba. The Kaaba is a building in Mecca, and it is customary for all Muslims to face it when praying. According to some reports, the Flying Palace also has some other features to offer as well: an onboard concert hall featuring a grand piano, state-of-the-art acoustic handling, and a luxury seating for an audience of 10 has been constructed, and it is expected that several big-name entertainers will be called to perform. There's a traditional Arabic hammam steam room as well with imported marble and a specialized therapeutic room in case the prince wants to relax, according to DesignQ, the company responsible for customizing the plane's internals. The marble installed in the hammam room is only 2 millimeters thick. This is done to keep the weight low. Next door to the hammam, we have a well-being room. The floor and walls of this room have been turned into giant screens, showing the ground below, so that guests can stand on a magic carpet and enjoy the amazing view. The prince does not mix business with pleasure, so the aircraft has a separate board room for his official meetings. The decks of the plane are connected by both an elevator and a staircase, according to DesignQ. A lift drops to the runway and a red carpet unfurls with down lights to give the impression of turning out to the Oscars, and it is an epitome of luxury. The upper deck of the plane is where the private suites are located. This deck contains 5 VIP family suites and also the prince's own private suite. This suite specifically designed for the prince comes with a comfy king-sized bed, which should have been called prince size if you ask me, and a private sitting area, complete with a personal jacuzzi in case the prince decides to relax and unwind. The company has said that the A380 is not only the most luxurious aircraft in existence, but also reflects the cultural values and status of its owner. Prince Al-Walid's order for the plane was such a big moment for Airbus that they bragged about. The press release says that the Prince Al-Walid's order for this plane means that Airbus's sales success in the corporate jet market now stands from its smallest aircraft, which is the A318 Elite, all the way to its largest A380 Flying Palace. A spokesperson for the company also said that this is the most up-to-date model you can get, and the largest civil aircraft ever. It's huge, and now we know that this plane is extravagant. So what if the prince gets bored? Is he supposed to keep flying on the same lane over and over again? Absolutely not. The prince has another plane to deal with. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal also owns a Boeing 747, which he bought in 2003 for $220 million. This plane had a seating capacity of 400 when it was first bought, but it was later customized to fit the prince's needs, and now has master bedrooms, a 14-seater dining hall, and even a throne in the center of the plane. Well, don't you think Prince Al-Walid bin Talal could be missing out on the royal yacht? Well, you are wrong, because Prince Al-Walid bin Talal owns the Kingdom 5 Krona super yacht. This $200 million yacht is one of the largest yachts in the world, at 86 meters long, and was originally built for Saudi billionaire Adnan Khashoggi, who named the Aunt Nabila after his daughter. After Adnan Khashoggi ran into some financial issues, he sold the yacht to the Sultan of Brunei, who later sold it to former US President Donald Trump. Trump renamed the super yacht to the Trump Princess, and that's what it was called until the yacht finally came under Prince Al-Walid's possession, who renamed it the Kingdom 5 Krona super yacht. The word kingdom comes from the prince's investment company called Kingdom Holding Company. As for the 5 krona, 5 is the prince's lucky number, while K and R are his children's initials. Interestingly, this yacht was the same one used in the James Bond movie called Never Say Never Again, where it served as the villain's base in the movie. The yacht was called the Flying Saucer. Believe it or not, this yacht is so famous that even world-famous band Queen wrote a song about it in the album called The Miracle. The song is named Khashoggi's ship, as this yacht was under Adnan Khashoggi's ownership at the time of writing this. The Kingdom 5 LR super yacht is powered by 2 Nohab diesel engines. It has a maximum speed of 20 knots. This yacht is fast, it's beautiful, and it's famous, so why won't you love it if you are the prince? King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Well, if you thought the princes were overdoing it, then you have to wait till you see just how much the king spends traveling. Ranked 16 in the Top Powerful People 2016 list of Forbes, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud has a net worth of $20 billion, and is by far the most influential person in all of Saudi Arabia. Keeping their king safe is of the utmost importance for any nation. And when you are the king of a dynasty worth over $2 trillion, you need that extra level of security. which is why King Salman travels with over 100 bodyguards in his Boeing 747. This customized Boeing 747 is worth over $500 million and contains king-sized beds, a gold-lined interior, as well as a throne in the center of the plane plated with gold. The plane has been customized to include a gym, a cinema, and most importantly, a fully functional hospital. As if that wasn't enough, the escalator he uses to get out of the plane is gilded with gold too, to make sure the king is safe. In addition to being comfortable, his Boeing 747 has been retrofitted with security measures that enable it to survive a direct hit from a ground-to-air missile. According to some reports online, the plane also has electrical systems installed on board, which disrupt the navigation systems of incoming missiles and rockets. Details about the offensive capability of King Salman Abdulaziz's planes aren't available publicly, for obvious reasons. However, there are reports that the plane has extensive, offensive capabilities too. Extra fuel tanks have also been installed on board so the plane can cover longer distances without having to land. All this not only makes the plane extremely expensive, it is estimated that the royal family spends a whopping sum of $25 million every year on the plane's upgame. Now when you're traveling to another country, you need to take some luggage with you. And if you're like most people, you're only allowed to carry 32 kilograms of luggage. King Salman bin Abdulaziz, however, doesn't follow rules made for everyday men. During his tour to Indonesia in 2017, King Salman brought over 459 metric tons of luggage with him. What could be inside of those luggage, you may ask? Well, this luggage contained 2 stretched-out bulletproof Mercedes-Benz S600 limos, and 2 electric elevators in addition to the gold-gilded one he normally uses. All this had to be carried on an additional 7 airplanes, consisting of Boeing 747-400s, 777s, 757 and 737 800-passenger jets. Additional cargo was flown in a Lockheed C-130 Hercules, a plane generally reserved for military transport. King Salman doesn't enjoy this luxury alone, and likes to travel with his buddies wherever he goes. For example, on the same Indonesian visit, King Salman brought an entourage of more than 1,500 people with him. This entourage consisted of 800 delegates, 25 princes, and 10 ministers, in addition to his already extensive security detail. In case you're wondering how many weeks the king stayed in Indonesia after bringing nearly 500 tons of luggage and an entourage of 1,500 people, it was 9 days. All that for a little more than a week of traveling. Now you might be thinking that that's insane. And honestly, you're not the only one. King Salman's outrageous spending habits during his trips have been the cause of multiple protests in Saudi Arabia. Indonesia isn't even King Salman's most extravagant trip. During his trip to Tokyo, the king brought over 1,000 people with him, and rented out over 400 cars for everyone. A member of the car rental industry even revealed that the Saudis had requested only high-end cars be used for the entourage, including Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, Lexuses, and other top brands. So many cars were required for the entourage, but not all that was needed were available in the Tokyo region, where the king was staying. So the company had to expand its search to other parts of the country. As for hotels, King Salman doesn't like to be disturbed when he's on vacation, and often rents out entire hotels just to not be bothered. These high-end hotels, for example, 222 rooms in the Four Seasons Hotel Washington, D.C. and Georgetown were booked by the king when he traveled to the U.S. on a state visit in 2015. A look back at his Indonesian trip reveals that he booked rooms at the Bulgari for his entourage, which cost him $4,400 a night. With his entourage of over 1,500 people, you can guess just how much the king likes to splurge. King Salman even booked entire beaches for himself. During his 2015 visit to France, the oil godfather reserved a section of the beach for himself, and had an elevator installed so he could travel as he likes. And that brought us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more. Thanks for doing that already. I love you, and I will see you all in the next video.